Okay, part two in the series, sourcing products. So, where to go that isn't China or the US? There are about 196 countries on this earth. I say about because some of them are disputed, but we're not going to get into that for now. But the point is, there are a lot of other places that you can go that isn't China. One of the places you can go to find that are things like Alibaba, but there are others: India Mart, Tomasznet, MFG, Compass, and Maker's Row. Let's take a look. Here we have Alibaba. Let's search garden bag. So when you're looking at a product, you can go to this supplier location and then sort by country. As you can see, there are a multitude of factories and suppliers that are coming out of China, but you also have others: Poland, Japan, Turkey, Thailand, Vietnam, Australia, so on and so forth. Let's look at Australia. One of the things you want to notice here is that this is an export business. So likely they may be importing products from Asia to Australia and it's not manufactured there. But that's something to note. But you very well may find other places where other manufacturers in Australia or another country that are manufacturing them domestically. Here's the next website, India Mart. Here's another place that you can go that isn't Alibaba. It is specific to India, that's its name. But if we go here, we search something like hair comb. We'll come up with a bunch of different suppliers and manufacturers specific to India. This is a great way to differentiate yourself from a competitor. Perhaps find a product or a style or a design that you can't find somewhere in Alibaba. This will help prevent hijacking products, something that happened to me where competitors found our manufacturer and started making our exact product. You really want to dig deep, spend time finding things that are unique. India Mart is a good place to go. Tomasznet is next up. This to me is the premier website for finding a manufacturer in the United States. They started out with catalogs of manufacturer listings, and they would just have the name, the address, and the phone number, and you would cold call them and ask. This is prior to the internet. Today, you can go on Tomasznet.com and do a quick search of products. So let's say makeup. Makeup right here. Here you'll get the supplier discovery and it'll be broken out into different subcategories. So let's look at makeup removers. And then here it will give you a nice list of different organizations that produce or supply or manufacture makeup remover. Here you can sort by manufacturer, custom manufacturer. So if you want to make your own formula for something, you would click on custom manufacturer. Distributors will likely get big bulk of product from manufacturers and then hold them in their facility to then private label them. So let's just sort for manufacturer and we go for a world of wipes. So when we click on this, we can usually find their URL here and a little bit about their company and what they specialize in. From here, you can just open up their website. So here we are, a world of wipes. It looks like a pretty nice website. Now, don't be taken aback if you land on a manufacturer's website and it looks like it was built in 2005 or 1998. It's very common to find manufacturing websites that haven't been updated in years and years. That doesn't mean that they're poor business people or they don't have good product. It just might mean that they work with larger amounts and they rely on their salespeople as opposed to marketing to sell into other companies. This looks like a pretty nice website. Right here, you're getting some certifications. You see they regard FDA regulations. They're made in the United States. They even have a private label section right here that make it easy. Some manufacturers have very automated, easy to use automated system to get things like prototypes and samples. So you just have to click around. 24 years of manufacturing experience. Tomasznet, again, premier place to go for finding people in the United States. MFG.com is also a great resource. They have a manufacturer directory, and it's unique in that you can submit a design file that maybe you have an industrial designer make for you or you make for yourself, and you have specifications where you're asking for, maybe this type of polyester, this type of material, and you can put it on this website for manufacturers to bid on that job. You might say, I'm looking to get a first run of 500 units, and in the next 6 months, I hope to ramp up to 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 units per month. And then manufacturers will bid on that business. Again, a great place to find manufacturers and suppliers in the United States. This is a lot more specific and a little bit more technical, but for some of you out there, you might feel very comfortable in this space. Next up, compass.com. I would say that this is similar to an Alibaba, where you have manufacturers and suppliers from all over the world with a very easy user interface. So let's look for leather wallet. Here we have leather wallet. It looks like these are US specific, but maybe we want to have Brazilian leather. Brazil here. Just click on that, and then you'll find manufacturers and suppliers specific to that country that you're searching for here. Maybe you want Italian leather. There you go. This is a perfect way to really find unique products, maybe styles, designs that you wouldn't have found otherwise on a place like Alibaba or Tomasznet. It's also a good opportunity too, if you're looking for that lower cost and you don't want to get leather wallets made in the United States that might cost $50 a pop. You can get them made in Peru, or you can get them made in Brazil at a lower cost. Though they will probably be more expensive. When we were looking at our apparel line, we looked in places in South America and we found that they were more expensive than China. But again, you're getting outside of the competition because people aren't looking for this. Lastly, Maker's Row. If you're into any type of apparel or fashion accessory or something like home decor, Maker's Row is a fantastic place to go. It is a paid service. I believe they have a 30-day trial, and their pricing is, let's see, $19 a month for a starter. And what it does is it gives you full access to their database of American manufacturers. It has a very nice user interface with messaging back and forth. You can set up a profile of your company so the manufacturer can see what you're about, because it really is about developing a relationship for the long term, not just for the short term. So they want to see how serious you are. And Maker's Row really allows you to put your profile out there and source products. So you hear apparel, accessories, and home decor. Okay, you found your manufacturer. Now what? Now you have to talk about how to reach out, how to communicate, and how to pay. We'll talk about that in part 3. In the meantime, do one thing for me. Please leave a comment or feedback, etc. Shoot me a message at eric@weathered.com. I'll be happy to answer some questions, but let me know how I'm doing. Whether you like the material or don't, I'd be happy to get some feedback. Talk to you soon.